Welcome, everybody, to episode 123 of the Binge Boys podcast. Look at us.
Are all three of us on camera right now?
We're back in the stew.
We're
Oh, my
live.
God. It's the stew. We got to come up with a name for this room.
We'll think about
We'll
it.
think about it.
The Eagle's Nest.
The stew.
Oh,
The stew can't be it. That's just
the stew. That's generic.
It's too generic.
We got a great epi, guys. We're going to talk about the King of Staten Island, 13 Reasons Why,
Oh my god.
a bunch of quickies, the PlayStation event last week, bunch of good stuff. We're back in the stew. Zach is back. The snack has returned.
Snack is back.
We're happy to have the snack. So without further ado, Benji, do me a quick solid and do me a favor and drop that beat for me, please. Wow, there it is. Hopefully this isn't destroying their earbuds.
It might be. I don't know.
That's okay.
Trial and error, guys. Trial and error.
Trial and error.
Oh.
We'll have some banter.
Okay. Did
Oops.
you see the MLB latest release?
Yeah, they.
Basically saying we're not going to have a season.
The MLB said they're not having a season.
No, the Players Association declined again
Yeah.
the owner's proposal, and so what it means now is that the commissioner of the league gets to tell the players, this is when you're playing, show up if you want to, but if you don't, you're not getting paid.
Wow.
But like the players make the game, so. But I saw like I thought the commissioner said like he doubts there'll be a season.
No, he's when coronavirus first happened and they delayed the start of the season, they came to an agreement to where if and when they came back, if the two sides didn't agree to terms, that he would be able to override everything and tell them,
That's
hey,
right.
we're going to play a 50-game season at starting on this time. You can come if you want to. If you don't, you're not getting paid for this season. So
Gotcha.
basically they're going to play 50 games, which is bullshit.
Yeah, that's like half of the
No, it's like a
more than
quarter.
half.
quarter,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's like a quarter of the regular season. Oh, I guess.
I think it's going to happen in the NBA too. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't have an NBA season.
No, they're gonna do it. It's just
I don't
gonna be
know.
really weird.
No, because like LeBron and them, they're saying they don't want to play until everything's figured out with
Well,
the
then
world.
you're not getting paid, LeBron.
But they're the same,
Well,
like
he's fine.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Totally.
they're all
I mean,
fine.
They'll
But
be
he's,
okay.
but the thing is, he can band together enough people to where
Oh, yeah.
they're like, okay, well, we can't do anything.
Great.
Sure.
More protests.
Sure.
Anyways, let's get to their shit.
Welcome back, everybody. We're back in the stew. This is episode 123. A couple housekeeping things before we get back into it. What are we? A dating podcast has begun. Episode 2 aired today. An
I heard it's
interview
pretty
with
good.
Alea from The Bachelor. We sat down with her and talked about her dating life.
I'll snap.
She was amazing and she was a great guest. And yeah, go check that out on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, basically everywhere you can basically everywhere you consume the Binge Boys, you can consume What Are We? Also, go listen to a one-on-one interview I had with Brett Merriman from the Wash Media Network, former Barstool Sports personality. Brett was awesome. It is our number one most listened to episode yet.
I could see it.
Almost 2,500
He's got hella clouts.
listens on that episode. He does have hella clouds.
It was a good interview.
Yeah,
It was a good intro. I enjoyed listening to it.
I felt like
had a lot of fun.
I feel like I know Brett just because I listened to that.
You sounded like you had
Companies.
hung out with him.
Oh yeah, that's the point. And I think Brett made a good point about like the point of our shows are to make it seem like you're friends with the hosts without even knowing them.
Yeah.
And that's why I feel like I know Brett and can talk to him no problem.
I feel like none of our listeners are friends with me. I feel like they probably all think I'm annoying.
I mean, I feel like we're pretty personable.
Yeah.
We try to keep it real.
I like to
It's-
think I'm a
it's
personable
just-
guy.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like an open conversation.
Yeah, we keep it real.
Maybe not approachable. but
We're not
personable.
fake.
True.
What you see here is literally what you get in person.
Very
Yeah.
true.
And I think that's what scares people.
Yeah. So yeah, check out that episode. That was posted on Friday or Saturday. So one of the two. Yeah. This is
I'm
this
not
is the,
hunching over anymore.
we got new chairs and we're trying to figure out the kinks. This is the first episode of the Binge Boys and the first episode of a pod ever that is presented by Binge Media.
What is Binge Media?
What's Binge Media?
Binge Media is the umbrella that will encompass several shows that you already know. Binge Boys, Binging Batch, What Are We? A new future podcast coming by a coworker of mine and her boyfriend. It's called Mind Your Banters. The first episode should come out, I think, either this week or next week. It's about them two debating hot topics and maybe sometimes not hot topics.
When I listen to that title, I think of Pardon My Take or whatever.
Yeah, it's supposed to be either be like Pardon Your Take or Mind Your Manners. So they
Yeah.
combined them two and just said Mind Your Banters. And that's going to be really funny. Kaylee is great. She's my co-host on Binging Batch. So you
She's
guys,
your coworker?
yeah, she works at
I
Hobart.
didn't know that. I didn't know how you guys knew each other.
Oh yeah,
No.
that is it. And
Now you know.
and then there's another pod coming. Another one?
Well, damn, Logan.
What's going on? Do I have a day job anymore? Yes, I do. I still do. Still very much so tied with my day job at Holder. Love them. I don't plan on leaving them anytime soon. However, another pod is coming, and it's called Whatever I Want. It's hosted by me and only me. It is a one-on-one conversation with my closest friends, family, and small business owners.
I'm going to be young Jamie, though.
And we are going to just talk. It's Joe Rogan style, not really interview, just kind of a conversation. I recorded the first episode yesterday with a really great gal. Her name's Jillian. She's a photographer. I met
Jillian
her.
Michaels?
No. I met her. She's the freelance photographer that takes all of Holder's headshots, and she also runs a boudoir.
What's that?
It's like lingerie photography. I'll link you to the page. That'll be the
Sounds like a sex shop.
It sounds like that, but it's awesome. I followed her on Instagram on that account for years, obviously.
Of course you did.
And we had a great conversation. It lasted about an hour and 40 minutes.
Wow.
Just talking back and forth about whatever, and it was great. So I have quite a few guests lined up to do that. Of course, I'm going to do one-on-ones with the Binge Boys, Pearson and Zach, on their own epis, just to, get to know these people. Plus, I'm working with some small business or small-time artists. I'm going to have Benji on there alone. I'm getting Oso Finito. He is
DJ Khaled.
DJ Khaled is going to be on there. I got DaBaby. He's booking it.
Bunch of no-name artists. though.
Yeah, just a bunch of people that
Probably haven't
nobody's
heard
heard
of.
of. Jay-Z even expressed some interest.
Who's
so
Jay's.
no, I don't know.
Who's that?
Some wannabe.
Sounds like a poser.
So we got a lot of cool stuff coming. Keep an eye
You'll be
out.
disappointed when none of these people come on.
No, yeah, none of those last listed 4 people are coming on. However, I have reached out to several big name artists. Will they come on? No, they won't. But I've reached out to.
Can't say you didn't try.
Can't say I didn't try. I've reached out to a couple.
Set the bar high.
Oh yeah, I made contact with Future Free Band's management team, to which they said no.
Oh, they replied to you?
Yeah, they're just like, we do not have time at this time, or something like that.
Oh, damn.
I reached out to Lil
Hey.
Yachty.
At least they responded.
Yeah,
Did
hey.
they say no?
I guess I didn't get a response from
Oh.
Yachty. He's probably too busy trying to figure out if his hair should be red or black. Pick one, dude. Pick one. Anyway, a lot of programming is coming. We're excited to bring it to you. Check it all out. Stay tuned. All of it will be plugged on all of our Instagrams, just like our shit is already plugged.
Binge Boys International.
Binge Boys National. Let's get into some quickies, boys, before we start reviewing shit.
Let's do it.
What?
What? I said boats and hoes.
Boats. Oh, love those.
My mom texted me. Side note, she goes, "Is there a?" It's like, "What's going on with the phones? Like, why can't we call it?" I was like, "It's a huge cyber attack. I don't know."
No, it probably is, honestly.
So I told her. I said it was Russia.
Hey, just another thing to bring 2020 down.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Dude, everybody thought 2020 was going to be the year,
Hell no.
and it's just biting us in the ass.
Well, hey, something has happened every month this year. Nothing has really happened yet in June.
Except for
Well,
this.
Except for this.
Well, yeah, this. Also, there's always world, like end of the world scenarios every election year.
Yeah.
So
We've talked about that.
yeah, we have. Yeah, we have.
Yeah, we really have. Wasn't it? Yeah. Anyways,
We
let's
sure
get
have.
our quickies.
Anyways, let's get those quickies. Pearson was talking about the MLB at the top of the show, but last week the MLS unveiled
Unveiled,
details to
Unveiled.
return to play their season. All 26 teams will descend on Orlando, similarly to the NBA's announced plan where they will play at Walt Disney World.
Mm-hmm.
Shouts to Disney for incorporating them, but not
ESPN
incorporating us.
Worldwide sports headquarters
Have you ever
things.
been down there?
I haven't. That's really, they had
It's pretty
spring training,
cool.
right?
Yeah.
So the 26, all 26 of the league's teams will be active, followed by a 16 team single elimination knockout stage en route to crowning the champion. There's blah 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 blah. There's incentive for the winner with a 2021. I don't know how to pronounce that word. CONCACAF,
Yeah.
CONCACAF
Now you're gonna try to
Champions
say it.
League. So this has to be approved by the U.S. Soccer and Canadian Soccer Association.
Okay. I'm about it. I just want sports back. Like, I don't care what.
I've had my
sport it is.
NASCAR back for a couple weeks.
Yeah.
NASCAR, hey dude, fans were there. 1,000 fans were there on Sunday.
They said
I'm
it
surprised.
was mostly military.
That's all they invited. They invited first responders and military and family of.
Mhm.
Here they had 1,000 fans there. And Alvin Kamara is now a NASCAR fan.
Really?
Yep, he's the newest NASCAR fan. They said.
Did you see the guy that got fired from NASCAR?
Did you see
he
the
quit.
clapback from NASCAR?
Yeah.
He didn't get fired. He quit. And they're like, we had to Google you, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. They were like, I'm sure all 12 of your fans are going to be disappointed.
Yeah.
I'll gladly fill in.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't promise anything better, but
Yeah, I'm about it. I'm about all these leagues trying to figure out their way to get back in because I'm sure as sucky as it is, like Zach said at the top, something is better than nothing.
Yeah.
So we'll see how the other sports respond.
please.
I'm
please,
disappointed
football.
with baseball though because the players, they're all doing it about the money.
Oh yeah.
Like, they don't give a shit about the fans. They don't
No,
give a
they don't
shit
care.
about anything else. They say they care about the safety of everyone. No, they don't. They would have come to an agreement by now if they cared about safety or anything else. All they care about is their money.
Oh yeah. Upsetting.
Yeah, it is. It's
Y'all can do better than that, y'all. You play for the fans. I know you play to make a living, but you play for the fans.
But if the fans weren't there and if the fans didn't turn on the TV and watch the games, they would have no money.
True.
So,
They need ratings
right.
to survive. I mean, if you can't put butts in seats, there better be butts in seats at home.
Right.
And if you don't get that, then no money.
No cash flow.
Exactly.
No money for you.
You know what else is crazy?
What's that?
Netflix and the U.S. government may go to court over,
the Space Force, right?
over Space Force.
That's right. Yeah.
Because Space Force is the name of both the latest addition to the United States Armed Forces, as well as Netflix's new workplace comedy, as a comedy in quotations.
Workplace comedy. That's lightly used. Did you finish it?
No, I didn't. I haven't turned it back on.
I don't blame you.
What episode?
One.
I literally, dude, I freaking powered through it for this damn podcast. You're welcome, people.
You don't have to, Zach.
Thank
Jesus.
you.
We did it so you didn't have to.
Dude, 2 out of 5 is generous.
Dude, I love Steve Carell, but that was just bad.
No,
It gets worse.
it doesn't get any better.
It gets worse.
If in fact, maybe the last episode, I think I said the last 2 episodes kind of like elevated a little bit, but that's being
but it's
generous.
like elevating it from shit to like kind of
Bad.
shit.
Yeah.
It's
It's going from shitty to like
Like
still
a big
pretty
shit
bad.
to like a medium.
Yeah. Yeah. It's still not a Phantom shit. Dude, this is the best. Okay, so
So the U.S. government really has a branch called Space Force.
yes.
Like, no lie.
No shit. Their logo,
And
it's
it's
pretty
a
dope.
branch of the military.
yeah. People will be able to enlist in the Space Force.
Neat.
Netflix's ability to make a show about
benefits.
Space Force is protected by the First Amendment, guaranteeing the right to free speech. And it appears that Netflix has been far more proactive about securing the trademark rights to Space Force across international territories, including Europe and Mexico, than the U.S. has been. Meanwhile, the Air Force, this is a quote from someone, I'm not reading that. Trademark clarifies who is selling what product. In this case, any Space Force branded merchandise might be conceivably confused consumers whether they're buying merch related to the U.S. military or a TV show. Overseas, the space race comes down to whoever filed the intent to trademark Space Force first, and that was Netflix.
Wow.
So clearly, before even announcing Space Force, they didn't secure the trademark. The
Trump's
government.
like, this is mine. We were first. I promise. I don't care what the paper says. We were first.
So are they trying to do something with Elon Musk and like
Yeah.
get people on the moon and stuff?
I don't know. This is a
SpaceX
quote from the U.S.
Tesla,
government.
right? Yeah.
The U.S. government's official quote says, "We wish Netflix and the show's producers the best in their creative depiction of our nation's newest branch of the military. But we will also might take the name."
Yeah.
So
This is all China.
Netflix secured the rights to the name Space Force in the U.S., but they didn't in Europe. So they might have to rename the show in Europe to something else.
Space farce.
Space Base.
That's already a thing.
That might be it. Is it Space Base a thing?
I don't know.
The rhyme is so obvious, it can't not be a thing.
Yeah.
Space Base.
So what I'm confused about? You bring up a good point about Elon Musk. So SpaceX has nothing to do with Space Force.
No. SpaceX is funded by like Elon Musk.
Okay, that's what I thought.
SpaceX
was like-
is a private company.
Yes. Also, I think
Dope.
headed up by Elon Musk.
It is,
as well as Tesla.
It is, yeah.
And that's why like
Which
they were
Tesla
working
stock.
together to put like the Tesla on the
$1,000
moon
share.
or whatever.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
It's so confusing, man. There's so many blurred lines. with
No,
this.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
the reason I said that was because somebody came out and said the other day Elon Musk wants to make one of his shuttles that can re-enter the atmosphere
Yeah.
and land. He wants to make one to where he can put people, like multiple people
Yeah.
on it and take it back and forth.
Yeah, that's what I thought. He wanted to basically like be able to make the average person be able to go to the moon.
Well,
Or space.
not the average person, but
You know, his version of average person
his
is a little bit.
millionaire and billionaire friends.
Yeah, it's a little bit different.
Yeah.
And you know why? Why not?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Why not?
Say, I've been to space.
You know who else is saying why not? Warner Brothers. Because not even after a full month after the service's launch, HBO Max is pulling the DC movies off of it. Let's see why. One of the biggest strengths of the HBO Max streaming service is the fact that Warner Media owns all of DC movies. So that means they can offer Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, all of the heroes. Except that's not how it's shaken out. HBO Max has only been available for a few weeks, but Justice League, Wonder Woman, and others are set to leave the service for a while.
Why is that?
HBO Max, I'll tell you, Pearson.
Thanks, Logan.
I'll tell you there, Shane. HBO Max has stated
That's
that its DC content is designed to rotate on and off the platform, but that's not a great answer for many fans.
Yeah, that's kind of
No,
stupid.
that's really stupid.
That's a horrible answer.
A streaming service is like
It's
Netflix
supposed
is
to
there
be there.
to be able to watch whenever you want.
Yeah,
like
it's
that's the
supposed to-
idea of a
yeah.
streaming service.
Not, hey, I want to go watch Justice League. Oh wait, HBO took it off for 2 weeks. So
Glad I got
gotta
it for
Yeah,
free.
and this was one of the like selling points too. Like
Yeah,
all of the DC movies.
you better watch all your Batman movies, man.
I was just gonna say I just started watching those animated Batman movies, and now they're gonna be gone. Which
There's not a ton of them.
no,
though.
there's like 5 on
and
there,
they're
and
all
I've watched.
they're
3 of
all
them.
maybe an hour
Yeah.
long.
Yeah. So I mean, whatevs. It's kind of weird that they're like, oh, you better watch those DC movies quick because they're about to be not there. Speaking of else not there, more Warner Brothers shit. Tenet, Wonder Woman, and more get their dates shifted again. Warner Brothers just can't make their mind. Tenet's release date is shifting from the July 17th to July 31st in order to make room for Inception coming out on July 17th for its 10-year anniversary. You want to feel old?
Shit.
Inception is 10 years old.
Dude, I'm so
Dude.
happy the movie theaters are opening back up because I want to see some of those in theaters.
I'm just
Dude,
gonna
when
dude.
I saw the Jaws thing, I was like, oh, we're seeing Jaws
That's
in the
what
theaters.
Kayla and I were looking at it yesterday, and I was like, honestly, I would pay to go see every one of these movies literally just to give NCG money.
yeah.
Like I just because
They just opened up a new NCG down in Brookhaven,
Brookhaven.
too, so I'm curious
looks-
to see how those check out.
it's got a bar and everything.
We should go check that theater out once
It's-
or twice.
They have a bar, full bar, and everything. It's super nice.
Down in Brookhaven, they have another theater. It's like one of those like
Dine-ins, yeah.
Like movie
dine-in.
tavern.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. I forgot what it's called, but it's very expensive.
Yeah.
It was nice.
So hopefully
Studio
NCG
Movie
and
Grill isn't very expensive.
it's not.
The
I've still never
food's
been.
not that great, but it's the cool
Oh,
concept.
the
Yeah.
food is shit.
And the service is also terrible.
Yeah, you go to a movie
They come
theater.
once.
Dude, I pushed a little button and like I was like, can you give me like 6 beers and like 2 entrees,
Yeah.
please?
Yeah, just so I don't have to worry about you coming
Yeah.
back in. And they always come in like at the most important time of the
Yeah.
movie.
And they're like standing in front of
They're like,
you
Hey, did you need anything? Like, yeah, for you to get the fuck out of my face.
and bring me my Diet Coke.
Right.
So while Tenet moves its date, Wonder Woman 1984 is also moving from August 14th to October 2nd for some reason. Why?
Yeah, like some of these movies, they're not moving back just a couple weeks. It's like
2 months.
months.
Yeah. Same with Godzilla versus Kong, which
Yeah.
is no longer coming through to theaters during Thanksgiving weekend. It's now coming out May 21st, 2021.
That's why I'm wondering, like, so for these next like 4 months, like the movie, like the movie studios are really fucking the movie theaters right now.
Oh yeah,
Well,
because
the
now
theaters-
what's going to be out in
Because
theaters?
now
for-
they're like bleeding. They're like, okay, we have to open. They're like, okay, we're gonna open, and like shouts out to NCG. Like honestly, their first week lineup is really cool.
Yeah.
No, seriously, I was about to
It's
say
like
that
nostalgic, but it's
Like-
like, how long can you do that
Do you think that
for
they
a
got?
while.
until they've got like movies have got to come out. Like they have got to come
Oh,
out. Like
yeah.
you keep
Show us
pushing-
a bunch of claclassics though. Like I'll go back and see Jurassic Park in the
That's-
theaters
that's what I
again.
was about to
100%. Yeah, I hope they
Jurassic
do.
Park,
Jaws.
Ghostbusters,
Indiana
Jaws,
Jones, yeah.
Indiana Jones,
Star Wars.
Back
I
to the
saw I saw
Future.
Sorcerer's Stone in
Oh,
theaters,
yeah.
but I would love to see it again as an
Yeah.
I'd like to go back and see it again. That'd be dope.
I want to know what they're putting, if they're going to put anything in the extreme,
Probably not.
because like Jaws in the extreme would be
Actually,
dope.
they might just because it's so
Or like Indiana
big.
Jones.
How do you think they're doing it? Do you think they like reached out to like because all those movies are owned by Universal?
Yeah, they say they don't own them.
Do you
but
think Universal was like, yeah, show our shit?
AMC, you can't
I need to cancel my service because it looks like AMC is going under.
Yeah.
unless Amazon buys them. They
Yeah,
might be.
that slick might happen. And The Matrix, the 4th Matrix movie that was supposed to come out the same weekend as John Wick 4, went from May 21st, 2021 to April 1st, 2022.
Do you think
whole
the John
11
Wick will do
months.
that too? Since they're still trying to do the John Wick weekend or the Keanu weekend.
I don't know. So there you go. Warner Brothers moved their shit back. Maybe it'll be good because if we do go see these older movies, we'll do throwback reviews to some of these classics.
I'm for it,
Do
man.
you think they're gonna make us sit like every other seat?
I heard that there's
As
going
of
to be
tomorrow, they don't have to.
Yeah, as of
Oh, that's true.
tomorrow, I
Yeah,
saw the
16th.
the thing.
Shelter in place is over.
That's true. Yeah.
Restaurants can have full capacity. You can
Yep.
have gatherings of
Are-
like 50 people.
Are they leaving it up to the businesses though?
I'm sure they
Probably.
Like,
are.
if
Yeah,
you
yeah.
wanted to, could you leave it at half capacity?
Yeah, I mean that's how it's supposed to. That's how the government's supposed to work. Like the higher power gives it to the
Yeah.
local powers to
They
make
give the
decisions.
permission to open back
Yeah,
up full
exactly.
capacity if you
That's
want.
like what Trump did. He left it up to the governors.
Oh,
The
okay.
governors made the decision, and then they toss it down to the local authorities. But yeah, so it's up to the individual businesses. But I'm sure NCG is gonna like, come on.
Hopefully.
See, everyone's been shitting on Georgia too for being the first ones to open back up. It's worked out just fine.
Yep.
Like the virus has not erupted since we've opened back up. So
There's been a slight spike because of the protest, but
But we
and
knew that was
Memorial Day
coming.
weekend.
Yeah, probably people traveling, going to lakes, pools.
Yeah.
You knew that was going to happen. It'll probably be a small spike for the 4th of July too. Just because
Yeah.
people will be together.
Well, I
Hanging out.
guarantee
but
there's
what
gonna
do you gotta look
be-
at? You gotta look at death rates.
Yeah, I mean, there's going to be no parades. There's probably not going to be any fireworks.
I'll be on the lake, so
I'll do my own fireworks.
Same. Cops and Live PD got canceled after like being on TV for what it seems like 50 years.
I love cops.
Probably
man.
30,
I never
20, 30 years they've been on
I never
TV.
watched
Did
live
y'all ever
PD.
watch live?
I watched like I think
I've
bits
watched-
of it, but I
yeah.
never like really.
I watch
watched
more
it.
just clips on YouTube
Yeah.
than actually like watching it
was-
on TV.
It was weird.
Yeah.
Like,
because it was like part of it was like set like the precinct, right? And it would
no,
like
they were
give-
in like this like control room.
yes, what else? It
And
was
there
a
was,
cultural.
like 3 guys talking to each other, and they'd be like, "Oh, well, there's an arrest going on down in Milwaukee. Let's go over there."
yeah,
Oh,
it was,
down in Tampa, there's somebody getting
Yeah.
shot.
honestly, dude,
So-
I just like the early 2000s cops
Oh,
episode.
hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Bad boys.
Bad
What?
boys.
Oh yeah.
It was always like in a trailer park and
Oh,
just like the craziest shit.
I feel about
Just the
those.
trashiest.
I don't think Reno 911's ever gonna come back now.
I feel like those shows, like how I feel about like Bounty Hunter.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
it's only so entertaining to like see people get dragged out of their houses
Oh,
for so
exactly.
long.
No,
So
yeah.
I'm surprised Cops has been on TV for 20 years.
Crimes keep happening, man.
Well, Cops is like actually real. Dog the
Yeah.
Bounty
Yeah,
Hunter
Cops
was-
is real,
Dog the
yeah.
yeah, totally. Yeah. for
Cops
sure.
is like legit.
yeah,
like-
like body cams and shit.
Yeah.
Like dash cams.
Which I don't get,
Not
like-
body cam.
I love the ones
I don't
where,
get why they cancel it though. Like, because like we have cops every day on Instagram because they were
Cox?
cops.
Oh, I thought you said Cox.
I'm sure there's cops
Like,
too.
what
I'm,
kind
I'm-
of accounts do you follow?
I'm not looking for it, but I'm sure there is. But like people release body cam footage all the time. It's like it's the same thing. Just keep the show. But whatever.
I mean, RIP to Cops. I about said Cox. Got Cox on the mind now. Moving on. EA announced Star Wars Squadrons, a new first-person starfighter dogfighting game today. There was a trailer that was released, like a cinematic trailer.
Yeah.
The trailer
I mean,
looked dope.
I don't trust cinematic trailers.
I don't either because I don't even like trust how this game is gonna work.
I don't get
because,
it either.
Did
like,
you
is
guys
that
ever
all you're gonna do?
I think so.
would you guys ever play
Ace Combat.
Ace Combat.
Well, yeah, that.
that's what I'm talking about.
But no, the Star
Let's
Wars-
go.
Star Wars?
Yeah, they had a Star Wars version of it where it was like Jedi.
that was a TIE fighter, or not TIE. I know what you're talking about. There's a different one. It was actually a lot of fun. It was based in the Clone Wars.
Yeah,
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I can picture the cover of the game.
Yeah, it's literally it's like a brown
Yeah,
cover.
Yeah.
I played the shit out of the game, and it was a lot of fun. And if it's like that, dude, I'm gonna be lit.
Dude, Ace Combat. If they did it like
Ace Combat was cool.
yeah, if they like made it to Ace Combat mechanics, like that'd be dope.
It just got old after a while.
Yeah.
It
Oh,
did,
yeah.
it did. 'Cause
They-
it's like
They made like 12 of them, and it's like there's only so much you can do here.
See, but back then there was no such thing as online.
exactly, yeah. So
Yeah.
they're
So,
yeah.
So they're just making dope ass single player campaigns,
Right.
And
I mean, you
local
did-
yeah,
I
split
mean, you
screen.
would just do the same missions over and over. I mean, you would obviously do it in different planes, but I mean, it just got boring. But I mean,
God,
I'm sure.
Do you guys
there's gonna
remember Starfighter was the game?
Starfighter
Was
that's
the
what I'm
the
thinking
true Dogfighter game? Remember the pod racing game?
be- Oh yeah, I played that.
There's another one though I'm looking for.
Yeah,
Anyways,
but
continue. I'll find
There's
it.
gonna be probably a dope online platform. So
says EA will be revealing gameplay at the company's EA Play event, which is taking over for what EA's press conference would have been at E3,
Yeah.
June 18th at 4 p.m., 7 p.m. Eastern. So that's like 3 days from now.
Yeah.
So that's dope. We'll be able to check that out and talk about that next week.
Star Wars
But it
Bounty Hunter, that
promises
was
a
a good game.
variety of multiplayer modes, including fleet battles, where the goal is to work with your teammates to destroy a capital ship, as well as more traditional dogfighting. Cross-platform is a main feature of the game. It is unconfirmed whether the games will
Oh.
be.
It's Clone Wars.
Oh, it's just straight up called Clone Wars.
Remember that game?
Yeah.
oh yeah.
It will be on Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and PC. It is unconfirmed if it will be on the major new consoles. I'm sure it will be because it's coming out so late in the year. It's supposed to come out like October or something. So I'm sure they'll release it at some point in the year. But
Well, I mean, if you buy it for PS4, Xbox One, it's backwards compatible.
True.
So,
very true. That's a good transition. Let's get right into
yeah, you're
the
welcome.
PlayStation event. Thanks for that, Zach. I watched the event in full, so I took several notes. Everybody knows what this thing looks like at this point. We can just start off with that.
Looks like Mordor.
I think it looks
like the
pretty dope.
It looks
I'm
like a
not gonna
router. No, I mean, it does look.
I
it's
get the
sleek.
memes, but I think it looks pretty
It's
cool.
sleek. It's sleek.
However,
However,
watch Dragon Ball Z.
yeah,
Remember Cell?
Oh yeah.
I've seen so many
Somebody
memes.
did.
I've seen. Did you guys watch? Oh, I gotta show you. You guys have met Turner, haven't you? One of my coworkers.
Yeah,
He
I've met
said-
Turner like 18 times.
Yeah.
He's at every party,
True.
Wait,
He sent-
who?
giving out his moonshine.
Oh yeah,
Wait, what?
yeah. Shouts to Turner. He sent.
Is it? I don't know. This guy.
Yeah, just,
He sent us this picture the other day of Doug
That's
Dimmadome.
hilarious. Doug Dimmadome.
Doug Dimmadome, owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome. Yeah, so I took plenty of notes for this thing.
Bet.
It kind of comes off like Sony's like really trying hard to like sell the future of gaming thing because
The Xbox has a beat though.
It does.
because by just a few stats though. It's not like the tortoise and the hare.
It's literally going to come down to price.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Price and I guess player preference.
Did you
Obviously.
see that there was an Amazon listing last week, but then it got quickly taken down?
No, how much was it for?
750.
Yeah, but
Dude, that's why it probably is because there's
It's gonna low key be $600.
if they
at
haven't
least.
announced the price
Both
yet,
of
there's a
them.
reason because they're having to hype it up. Like this is awesome. right?
Unless they
like-
surprise us and say like, boom, $499 or something.
That's the only thing.
But
like,
that's too cheap.
there's only two options. It's either super expensive or it's like dumb cheap and they're not making
There's
any
gonna
money.
be
Multiple.
models.
Yeah,
Of each one probably.
yeah.
So the base model might start at $599 or $549.
I could see that.
And then the pro version or whatever will be $699.
Sure.
Like the elite version will be $1,000.
Right.
So actually,
It'll come like
so I'll go through
I
these
don't know
really
what to do.
quick. They announced a shit ton of games. PlayStation Studios was announced, and that's basically just like the company that encompasses all of like the exclusivity games like Uncharted, Little Big Planet, Spider-Man.
I
all that
got you.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
GTA 5 was the show opener, which was an odd choice, but basically everybody who plays Grand Theft Auto 5 on the PlayStation 4 right now is getting a free port of GTA 5 for the PlayStation 5 when it comes out, as well as they're all getting $1 million in GTA cash for GTA Online per month until the PlayStation 5 comes out.
I saw this.
What?
I saw this meme.
Wow.
It was from Fairly
Yeah.
Odd Parents of like Timmy like squeezing something to like make the lemonade or whatever, and it was like Rockstar. It was like squeezing Grand Theft Auto.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
till- like how long are you gonna milk this shit, dude? Just
until Grand Theft Auto 6
make
comes out.
just make 6 already. I know you guys are
I was
working
about to say,
on it,
Grand Theft Auto 5 has been out for how many years?
It feels like
like
since 2015 or
5
so.
years.
Yeah.
but it's
like,
so
at least-
expansive. Like it's almost
Yeah.
like a new game every week.
Yeah, exactly. I got recently back into it, and I play with Jordan a lot, and
Yeah.
it's just stupid fun.
The online, I'm sure it's ridiculous.
Oh,
There's
it is.
so much stuff now.
Yeah. Like people can you can fly and shit. It's stupid.
I want to get on. I have GTA 5. I want to get on it just to fuck around online and see what's different.
It's great to fuck around online with Jordan because Jordan be like, let's go get helicopters, and then like he'll jump out of his and then pull his rocket launcher out and just shoot me down, and I'm like screaming at him.
Cool, thanks.
Yeah, well, thanks. Okay, so Grand Theft Auto was the show led. The second game released or revealed was Spider-Man Miles Morales, the sequel to Spider-Man, the PlayStation game that was a goddamn hit.
and Logan said, "Shut up and take my money."
I am low-key contemplating getting it just for this.
Logan, you said you're getting both.
At some point, I will have both.
Yeah.
Maybe not at
On the
launch.
record, Logan said he's going to get both.
On the record, I will have both at some point.
You said that. I was like, "Damn, Logan, you're fucking balling, dude."
Nope,
That's a
I am
lot.
not.
That's a lot of money in consoles.
I have zero money.
That's a lot.
I don't. I live in my truck. And that comes out holiday 2020. It's going to be a launch game for the PlayStation, which is a good move.
That's a good move. That's
Very
a
good
great.
move.
That's a great game to come out. during
Gran
that.
Turismo 7, the racing game. My only notes for this says graphics. Holy fuck!
Yeah.
But it's like every year, Gran Turismo. It's like, holy fuck, how do they do that?
Yeah.
But then like the graphic, I mean, they have theatrical graphics, but then like the graphics are great, but they're never as good as the video is for them.
No.
So they
It's like 2K. It's not gonna be the best.
then they went on like a montage and just showed trailer after trailer after trailer, and they showed games like Ratchet and Clank, Sackboy, Hitman 3, NBA 2K21, which had a in-game trailer and it showed like the details on the players' bodies and their sweat, and it looks really cool.
They always do that for sports games, though.
Yeah.
They're like, look how great this is. It's like, but it literally never ever looks that way.
True. So
Like never.
Demon's Souls, Resident Evil 8, and just a bunch more. Then at the very end, they reveal that there's the PS5 and the PS5 digital. PS5 digital will not come with a disc drive and a bigger hard drive so people can download games digitally.
So the Xbox,
That'll be the cheaper
Xbox
version.
Series S.
That'll be what's the cheaper version, probably.
Yeah.
Then they also have a media remote, cool headsets, cameras similar to the one that's filming us now, DualSense
Yeah, Logitech.
controllers, and features such as 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray, high-speed SSD, ray tracing, haptic feedback, adaptive triggers, charged with a USB-C port, headphone jack in the controller, and 3D audio.
So basically everything the Xbox has.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like they're almost identical.
I'm saying,
On
man,
paper.
after this event, though, it's your move, Xbox.
I mean, they are, but like, there's a couple key categories.
Exactly.
where
The Xbox beats them.
Beats them.
Go
Yeah.
ahead and list them.
Storage size, for one.
Storage,
That's
for
the
sure.
main one.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not by much.
But it's got a
But-
terabyte.
If you have more storage, that's a huge deal.
Yeah, that's a huge deal for me, at least. Because
You
So
can-
the solid.
You can
slate-
expand it. Can you expand the PS5 or?
It doesn't say. It doesn't.
I was
tell me
wondering
on
if you can
here.
expand either. Of
I
them.
don't. I think the Xbox you can.
You should be able to.
PlayStation, I'm not sure about. But the solid slate drive, Xbox has a terabyte. PlayStation has 825 gigs.
It's two. I mean, that's.
I mean, it's 175 gigs, which is a lot.
it's a couple games.
Yeah.
Possibly.
So-
we don't know how
No,
big
megabytes,
games are going to be.
megabytes.
Or yeah, megabytes.
But still, that's. I mean,
Yeah.
that still adds up.
Backwards compatibility.
Yeah, that's
All
where it's
games
big.
on Xbox
That's dope.
One, select 360 games and original Xbox games.
It's pretty
You
dope.
can play backwards compatibility. PlayStation, almost all PS4 games optimized PS4 titles, PS4 Pro titles.
So yeah, I mean, they have a beat on backwards compatibility, but like, how many games do you play that are backwards compatible? It's like a cool thing to have, but it's
Yeah, like that is true.
the only thing I would ever get that's backwards compatible is NCAA football if it would ever not be $60.
Yeah.
Which I don't think is ever going to happen.
I own it,
I know you do,
so
you bastard.
I'll let you play it sometime.
Please let me borrow it. I'll pay you
So
$10
there you
for
go.
it for a week.
But yeah,
Okay.
no price at the end. No price.
Yeah, that's the crazy thing is I don't get why they're holding out. The only thing I can
Probably
think
because
of,
they don't know what to do.
like, fuck, our production cost goes up every day.
But they can't raise the price though because so many people are out of work right now.
Yeah.
I mean, I know
Maybe that's
people-
what they're doing. Maybe they're watching like the news and seeing what's happening and trying to figure it out or something. I don't know.
I
Because it's
think
weird.
both-
I don't remember them doing this for Xbox One.
What? Holding
Hold-
out on the price?
Yeah, for so long.
I think they announced it at E3, so I bet in
Yeah.
a few months we'll find out how
well,
much it costs.
E3.
It would have been in June.
Yeah, E3 already happened. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Actually, it probably would
It
have been
would've-
this week.
it would have been the
actually.
beginning of June.
Yeah.
or something like that.
Yeah. So
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy it, so like I don't.
yeah, I'm gonna get the
I'm
Xbox for sure. I mean,
oh yeah.
Part of me wants
PlayStation.
to, part of me wants to sell my Xbox like before they announce the price, because I feel like once they announce the price, the value of Xbox One is gonna drop even more than it already is. I mean, let's be honest. I got mine for $220.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I got mine for like 200.
yeah. So I mean,
Same.
I'm getting tops 150 for
You
it,
could sell it on Xbox or Facebook Marketplace to some dummy that doesn't know
which
better.
is what I sell most of my stuff on.
Oh yeah.
I'm a
Not
big
bad,
marketplace
yeah.
seller, dude.
Oh, I am too. I love it.
I
I
love
love Facebook Marketplace. It's great. You get a bunch of dipshits that will just throw money at you. Hope none of them are watching this.
No, right.
We were just kidding.
Man, I haven't made a sell in like a month.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I have no luck. Boys, it's time to review stuff. I'm gonna let you guys take over for a minute, and you guys can talk about 13 Reasons
Did
Why,
you finish it?
I did.
the series,
All right.
season
Yeah,
4,
I
also
scared- I
the
scared you to
series
finish it.
finale, right?
Series, yeah,
Yeah.
it's over.
Series
yeah.
ending. You guys take it away. Have fun.
Did
Bro.
you not watch it?
He doesn't like it.
You don't like?
I've never watched this.
I started texting him about it, like,
Oh.
because
I watched like the first 2 episodes or something of the first season, and I was like, "This ain't for me."
I thought you didn't like it. And I
No,
thought Logan did. I
think
texted.
I
I texted.
thought you 2 and Benji watch it.
Yeah.
We do, yeah. I guess.
Yeah.
I knew Binge watched it, but I guess I didn't know if y'all did. But I texted Logan about it, and he was like, "Yeah, I hate that show." I was
Oh.
like, "Damn, that sucks."
I don't want to say.
And he's like, "I also hate your face," and I was like, "All right, dude."
Did I say that?
Yeah, dick.
Really?
I'm kidding.
Oh, I mean, I don't. Did I? I mean, I don't know. I don't put it past me.
Logan's like, I just call it as I see it. But yeah, so season 4, 13 Reasons Why. First off, it was 10 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of disappointed about that. But dude,
Yeah.
it was, I don't know.
It was intense.
Dude, that from the rip.
It was intense the entire time.
Yeah, not gonna lie, I cried like a little baby. I didn't like, cry like a baby, but like I had tears going down my eyes
Yeah.
when Justin died.
I got in my feels.
Yeah, like
Like, it
I looked over at
was-
Caitlin, she was crying. I was like, "Fuck!" And so like my eyes started tearing up.
I had to watch it by myself. Like I've been watching it with Lindsay and
Yeah.
her siblings, and like we finished the episode 9 last night at like 12:30.
Yeah,
And I was like, I gotta go to bed. Like
that's how I was
Yeah.
planning on watching the like last 2 episodes like back to back, and then which first off, episode 10 is really long.
Dude, it was like a feature length film.
Yeah, I get why there
It was
wasn't
an
13.
hour and 38 minutes.
Yeah,
Wow. Yeah.
Netflix time. That's real time.
Yeah. Dude,
There's no
It kind of dragged on.
It did. I was like, when's this ending? I was
Yeah.
like, is it not ending yet?
Dude, after Justin died, I was like, holy shit. I was like,
I didn't see that one
can't-
coming.
I was like, Lindsay ruined it because she saw something on Instagram that said Justin died, and I'm like, why'd you have to tell me? Like, thank
I see.
you.
I didn't see it, so I was really surprised. Like, part of me, like throughout the whole, like very, like towards the end, I was like, man, I really hope he doesn't OD. I really
Well,
hope he doesn't OD.
I thought that's what was gonna happen because he started like having all these marks all over his body,
And he started using again.
and nobody ever said anything about it. Like
Yeah.
they never mentioned that giant mark. On
Oh
his
yeah, it looked
neck.
like
And then
hickey.
he started having the marks like on his arms and stuff.
But I guess those marks were like bruising and stuff, like from the AIDS. I guess it
Yeah.
might have been like, I don't know all the symptoms of AIDS and all that, but I don't know if you start getting like fibromyalgia where you start like bruising easily
Right.
and stuff like
I don't
that.
know if it was from that or from the meningitis,
Yeah.
because the meningitis is nasty, dude. It is
Yeah.
bad. And that's what killed him.
It was a meningitis.
Yeah.
I don't think I realized that.
They said he had meningitis, and once that infection reaches your brain, you're done.
Really,
Yeah.
and that's brought on by AIDS.
Not really. The AIDS, it just lowers your immune system. So
Oh, so your body, so it can't fight
yeah,
it.
so you're susceptible to a lot.
So we got it. So there's probably from dirty needles.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, that's what they said. That's what the doctor said. Either from the dirty needles
Oh yeah, that's
or-
right. They said that when they talked to him in the waiting room.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. I was like honestly so shook during that. Like I
Dude,
wasn't listening to like
I-
some of it. I feel like
Same.
yeah.
Like I was just like, what the
I
hell?
was
is
still
going
taking it
on?
all in.
Yeah.
Because
It
I really
was-
didn't expect him to die. I really like of all the
Mhm.
characters, I thought he was gonna be like the shining star through it all, like
Yeah.
recovered and everything.
Mhm.
Honestly thought that what's his name was gonna die before him. His new brother. God, I cannot remember his real Clay.
Mhm.
Yeah, main character. I thought he was gonna die before Justin would have.
I thought he was too.
Or yeah.
I thought he was
Or like
just
Alex
gonna,
was gonna die.
I thought Clay was gonna completely lose his mind and then just go on like a rampage or
Yeah.
something.
There were like that's probably the only like gripe I have about the season was that whole thing where he like pulled the cop's gun at school.
Yeah.
And like he snuck out and they're like his therapist like he's okay. And they're like,
Mhm.
okay, sure.
yeah, if you
That
escape
doesn't happen.
if you escape from a mental hospital, they're not just gonna let it go.
Yeah, especially after he stole a cop's gun
Right.
and like threatened to shoot like people.
Yeah. See, and I kind of didn't like how they did that to him the entire season.
They made him psycho the entire like he was
Like I understand like each season they're highlighting
a different disorder.
a different
Yeah, it
mental
was definitely it was
disorder.
anxiety and
And-
depression and all that. Yeah.
And like I get it. I'm in support of that because
Yeah, of course.
I don't think society nowadays respects how much of an impact that has on
Oh, for sure,
people's
for sure.
lives. And I don't know. I thought they did him wrong in some parts, but then again, I don't know personally how it feels.
Yeah.
So I can't really like speak to that matter. But I don't know. I give it a 4 out of 5 for the season.
Yeah, the season definitely 4 out of 5.
Just because it was so intense. The only gripe I have was when they did the riot at the school. That was so stupid.
How I was like watching and I was like, how with the times is this?
that. Well,
and they filmed it a while ago.
Not only that, it's like, but that would never happen though.
The way it happened, like the way they filmed it was very like it felt like I was watching like Riverdale or something like that. It was cheesy. It was very corny, which I
And-
get some of the show is kind of corny because it's like teenagers and stuff.
Right.
But at the same time, they cover like really real life shit
Right.
or situations and things. So I was like, yeah, the riot, I did not like the whole riot thing. I was like, this is kind of lame. Like, honestly, like I get what you're going for, but I feel like it was just delivered wrong.
And the whole active shooter drill, that would never happen in real life.
Never, ever.
I know they have active shooter drills,
Yeah.
but they don't have cops come to the building
Shoot
and
blanks.
shoot blanks in the
Yeah.
hallway.
I remember in middle school, we had an active shooter drill, and a dude, someone was dressed up he was dressed up like your stereotypical like bank robber.
Yeah.
And he came in. I remember he came and sat in the back of our class and just sat there. And we're like, what the fuck is this guy doing?
Yeah. Like, why?
And our teacher's like, it's a drill. Just act normal. Like, so if we had an active shooter, you just want us to sit in our desk and
Right.
continue to work?
So he can all shoot us.
You are crazy, lady. Also, like, what shooter would just come and sit in the back of the class?
No, that would
I want to
not
learn
happen.
some math. What? But yeah, that was also a while ago before these real threats, I guess.
Right.
But yeah, like the season was really good because it was great. But I honestly those are the same gripes I have. It was kind of cheesy at times.
I mean, I understand it's a TV show.
Also, I don't understand how they did not die when they flipped the car.
Oh yeah,
100% should have died. Both of them. They were in a convertible.
Right, and I don't think they were buckled up either.
He what's his name? For sure was Zach.
Yeah.
Zach wasn't buckled up at all. He think he said it because he got thrown out of the window.
Yeah,
and he just was like had a limp. All right.
Okay.
But so overall series. So now it's over. I like how they did it. They did it 4 seasons, 4 years of high school. They didn't drag it out. Like the show, like the series never felt like a money grab ever. They never drug it out. They did 4 seasons. They did it well and they ended it.
Yeah.
So like your overall thoughts of the series. I know I just gave mine.
I mean, I agree with you. I was hooked in the first season. Like,
I was too.
Like, I know it's like you hate sounding like your parents, but I think the younger generation, like the kids in high school now, they need to watch this show and get an appreciation for what other people are going through.
Yeah, the show really does like do a great job of putting you in other people's shoes.
Right.
And like it really does, like, I can't attest for all those, but like the anxiety and stuff like that, like I have anxiety and stuff like that. And it really like it puts you in like you feel it. Like they do a good job of depicting it, is what I'm saying. From what it seems like. But yeah, no, I agree. I think kids should definitely watch the show. It covers a lot of adult issues, but I mean, the generation under us, like I feel like they handle more adult issues than like I think I ever did when I was in high school or middle school or anything. It's just crazy.
Not only that, it's like I feel like the kids nowadays, they don't know how to communicate with each other properly because they're
overstimulated with everything.
Right.
Everything, yeah.
That, and they're always communicating either through Twitter, Snapchat,
a screen.
Yeah, a screen, an app, anything. Yeah. They don't know how to properly converse with people face to face and like communicate emotion and feelings and all that.
Exactly.
And they don't realize like what they say and how it really affects people. And that's what I think this show was like at the core thought process behind the show is that's what they were trying to do.
Exactly. And they did a good job of making it entertaining and gripping.
Right.
And putting a good storyline with it. But all right. So who was your favorite character of the series?
Tony?
Yeah. Dude.
I like Tony.
I like Tony too. I like his character line and everything. I'm not gonna lie to you. My favorite character of the season is what's his name? The guy that died.
Justin?
No. I like Justin. Justin, my second favorite character. But the dude, all of season 2 is based on. Bryce. My favorite character is Bryce. Because the way he was written. Like his character.
Just for this season?
No, the whole series. The whole series. He's my favorite character because I like season 2 is my favorite season. Because I really liked his character arc in it and like how in depth they went because they showed that relationship he had at home.
Right.
And towards the end, like he realized what he did in the end. And I don't know. I just really liked, I don't know, something about it. I liked his character, just the way they wrote him. Like he was the bad guy, but he was the bad guy the entire time. But then you got to see this like internal situation via the parents and the girl. I forget her name. Ani. I don't know why I'm forgetting all the characters' names. Ani. You see that relationship and how like he's trying to change, but it's like the way he was brought up and like what he saw as a kid, like it was like at heart he was a good guy and like he had good intentions, but like he had so much between like
he had his own issues.
He had his own issues and
his parents were never present.
Exactly. So he had all these underlying issues. It makes you like almost sympathize a little bit for him, but also hate him at the same time. So like I liked him because his character, like it was so intriguing because there were so many more layers to him than I think that any other character other than like Justin or Clay.
Yeah. I liked his character too for that aspect, but I liked how at the very end, right before Alex killed him or pushed him into the river, you just saw him snap again. He's like, I'm gonna fucking kill him. I'm gonna ruin his life.
Exactly. So it's like
you're like, okay, so this whole season
it draws you in.
You're talking about changing. And, I'm a better person, and then you show your real colors.
Exactly. So like that's why, and I think that's what made me I wouldn't say like him because he's a piece of shit. Like he was a terrible person, but like he was so interesting, and like I think because I love like cult leaders and seeing shit like that. So like I like people, like there's so many layers to them. You see like all these different people, but like you see like who they truly are in the end and all that. So I don't know. He was the most interesting character to me. So he was my favorite. And then Justin, I just love Justin, dude. He is such like he means so well. And like once again, he's like he has the same kind of complex with his like with the family and stuff, a different situation, obviously. But like he's the one, like he truly like at the end of the thing, like his heart is pure at the end. So like I really loved him and everything it is. He didn't believe in himself basically. But no, overall like the show, like it was really good. It was written really well. The seasons were written really well, and like the progression of all the characters was well. So I liked it. It was a great show. I would highly recommend it. Highly recommend it if you haven't seen it.
4 out of 5 overall for me.
Yeah, 4 out of 5 for sure for me too. It was a great season or a great series. So that's all I got to say about that. I don't know about you.
No, that's it. I mean, I'm sad to see it go, but I liked the way they ended.
Yeah, it did its time. So now
they wrapped up everything well enough.
Yeah.
So
didn't drag on. So yeah, great show. Highly recommend it.
Go watch.
Wow.
I know
great discussion
we
there.
Fucking dove in that.
You
bitch.
dove in. Great discussion. Yeah, I might go back and give it a shot. Just because I know
we just
all
sold
of
the
you guys
shit
love
it.
And
I haven't asked Benji about it yet. I need to ask Benji.
Yeah, we'll see what Ben thinks about it. We got to get Ben back on here now that the boys are back in town again. We need to get Brian on eventually.
Dude,
do we need to get
maybe it's just gonna be the joke that we never have Brian on. I mean, he was on our live stream. Does that count?
Oh yeah,
when we did
the draft.
The draft. He tuned in for a minute. He said some words. We were like, "This is the Brian that we all make fun of, but have never had on the pod."
He was probably, "Hey,
we
guys.
should do a mobile.
Yeah.
We should do a mobile podcast at his house.
We should just show up.
Brian, we're here.
But like live stream it as we're coming.
Oh
in.
yeah, for sure.
This is not unannounced.
He answers the door shirtless and like PJs. He's like, "Guys, I'm going to bed." We're like, "Nope."
He's been shooting the basketball in his hoop.
We're coming for you, Brian. Be ready. Movie came out. You know, we talked about movies getting pushed back and movies delayed. We've gotten a few releases here and there. Me and Pearson reviewed Capone a few weeks ago, and now we are going to review The King of Staten Island, the new movie. Give you some information on it before we dive into it. It was directed by Judd Apatow. It stars Pete Davidson, Bill Burr, Maude Apatow, his daughter. Judd Apatow's daughter. Machine Gun Kelly's in there. Steve Buscemi is in there.
It's kind of a motley crew of a cast.
Yeah, it's an odd cast, but yeah. So the movie is about. It's a semi-autobiographical comedy drama about Pete Davidson growing up in Staten Island, losing his dad, and just.
I didn't know he had lost his dad. I did a little. He
lost him in 9/11. Yeah,
I did a little bit of research about it.
I didn't realize that until after the movie was over.
Yeah,
and
he's almost made a career out of telling jokes about his dead dad.
Yeah. But like, I mean, that's the thing though. It's his like that's kind of like the movie is about. Like it's a release. Like some people don't like they're funny as like a defense mechanism. Basically, it's how they cope.
Yeah.
But
I didn't really find it funny though.
The movie,
it's super dark humor.
Yeah, very dark.
Very like, and dark humor is it's a tightrope for
It's
me.
hit or miss.
Yeah, like I either love it or I'm extremely uncomfortable.
Yeah. Like his sense of humor is so dry that it's like the scene where
It's almost
he's
like
talking to his
Dalia.
mom and she's like, I'm gonna start watching Game of Thrones. And he's like, well, I've already watched Game of Thrones. Why would I sit down and watch Game of Thrones with you? I've already watched Game of Thrones. It'd be a waste of time. Like that, I laughed.
I like that, yeah. Where it's like just frank
like,
comedy.
oh yeah, like he's being an idiot.
Like Chris D'Elia. Chris D'Elia.
Oh yeah, Chris D'Elia is the same kind
dry
of humor.
as shit, yeah.
Yeah.
But it comes off as a dick.
Oh yeah. And that's what Pete Davidson comes off like in this movie, is just a total jackass.
Yeah.
But
like tattooing an 11-year-old.
That's like some jackass level shit.
There's a couple moments where you you laugh out loud.
Like that was funny. He's like, I thought he was 18. He looks like he's fucking 9.
That's another sneaky good thing about this movie was Bill Burr.
Yeah.
I did not expect him to be in this
very
movie.
Sneaky, yeah.
Because he was on Joe Rogan last week, and I listened up and before I watched the movie, I listened to about 20 minutes of the Joe Rogan pod, and he said like, oh, my movie comes out this week on video on demand, The King of Staten Island. And I was like, oh, so he's probably got a little cameo or a little role. Nah, he's a pretty big focal point throughout this movie. I think this is like his big first, like, he's been in a few movies here and there, but
like an actual role,
like a real role, and he did pretty good. I mean, for his kind of his first go round.
Yeah.
I mean, it kind of is distracting with that big ass mustache on his lip.
Yeah,
like it was almost
his
just
porn star mustache.
It's like we get it. You work at a fire station.
I love the fact
like we get it.
I love the fact that he like basically cusses the mom and Pete Davidson out, and then like comes back the next day. He's like, hey. Sorry about all that. I let my temper get ahead of me. How about I take you out for coffee? It's like, I think any woman would just be like, no, like
that would never
absolutely fucking not.
Leave?
Yeah. He looks like he's fucking 9. That's what Bill Burr is good at, is like yelling things.
Freaking out.
Like freaking out. Yeah.
Like yelling punchlines.
Oh yeah. Yelling punchlines. So he was good. I was surprised to see Steve Buscemi in there as like the fire. I think was he the chief?
I think he was the chief.
Okay, so he came off as the chief.
Yeah.
So that was kind of cool seeing him. And Judd Apatow's daughter, I guess, played his sister in the movie. Her acting debut, which she played a pouty teenager. She was fine.
Yeah, she did fine.
For her first time around.
Pete did a good job.
I think he did fine.
I hated the entire first half of this movie.
Yeah.
I was so bored. I don't think I laughed.
Dude, the movie is literally just him going through his month.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's like literally all the movie is.
I think at the point...
There's no timeline to it.
Up until point when they started fighting is when it started changing.
Oh, what? Bill Burr and Pete? I think up until like the 30 minutes that it took to get from the beginning of the movie to when Bill Burr shows up on the front lawn... Like once Bill Burr asks his mom out, that's when the movie starts. But then once him and Bill Burr fight, that's when it really kind of like takes its turn.
It shifts into more of like a serious
movie.
Yeah. Other than that, it was just him just going through his day.
Yeah, like that moment where like it switches, like obviously when he's in the firehouse and he starts to like kind of see the fire guys almost as like his people.
Yeah.
And he's like, wow, I kind of fit in here. My dad fit in here. Like. That's when I started to think like, oh, I kind of enjoying this. Like, because up until that point, I was like, this might be 2 out of 5 territory.
You know what they could have done? They could have cut the whole beginning out because the movie was too damn long.
Oh, yeah. When I saw that it was 2 hours and 15 minutes, I was like, excuse me?
Ridiculous.
For a comedy?
Ridiculous.
I was like, way too long. They could have cut out all that stupid drug, tattooing the 11-year-old.
Well,
the 11-year-old thing was funny.
Yeah.
He was fucking 9.
He looked like he was 18.
I thought he was 18. He looks like he's a 9-year-old. And I love how whenever he went somewhere with the kids, like the adults in the area were like, "Are you okay?" And he's like, "I just walked them to school." And he's like, "Are you okay?" She's like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Are you sure?" And he's like, "I'm standing right here."
He's like, "I just coached her up in the car. She's not gonna break."
Yeah, she's not. That was good.
She's not.
I told her I'd give her candy if she didn't sell me out. Yeah, I thought it was a solid, fine watch. I didn't hate it too much. it could have been cut down. I don't know why my hand is there. It could have been cut down for sure. And some of the performances were a little odd. But other than like I didn't hate it.
Other than these 4 things that I found weird about the movie, I didn't hate it.
No, yeah. Other than that, like if it was an hour and a half, it probably would have gotten a 4 out of 5.
Yeah. If they would have just cut, honestly, like you could have glazed over the first 30 minutes.
Yeah, it could have been a montage of him just being a dumbass.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Put a montage and some
Yeah.
like indie kind of like upbeat like
Yeah.
song or
Yeah.
whatever.
And then
like
the montage ends with him tattooing the 11-year-old and then Bill Burr showing up at the door and it's like, boom, there the movie starts.
yeah,
Then
they
it has a
cross
plot.
paths. They didn't have to take 30 minutes to cross their
Yeah,
paths.
because the first 30 minutes I was like, is there a story here? Or are we just watching Pete Davidson be a dumbass?
Is this a
Yeah.
vlog?
I didn't realize how many tattoos that dude has.
Yeah.
He looked like
He's
Jared
ratted.
Leto from the Joker.
Yeah.
He has
Yeah.
he has a shit ton of tattoos.
I didn't realize he had that many.
He's a funny dude though.
I like his stand-up.
His like the way he carries himself and like his body language.
He
is
literally just gives no fucks.
it's so funny.
like
it's
I
so
I
funny,
think he's
man.
funny.
I think he's funny too.
I think he has potential to be really good later on in his life, but right now, just with like the whole Ariana Grande stuff, I think people still look at him as like, oh, he's the SNL guy.
Yeah. He's funny. Like in that realm though, like D'Elia's way funnier.
Yeah.
Oh
And,
yeah,
like
D'Elia,
Bill, and like
yeah.
Bill Burr. Like I still consider him in that kind of group because they're all asshole dry comedy.
Oh yeah, yeah. Bill
they're-
Burr. I love Bill Burr's
they're
just
not
like
punchlines.
stance on everything.
They're not like punchlines. They're just like I'm gonna scream my views.
my views at
and
you. Yeah,
It's just funny because how I
those
deliver it,
3 lie in my like top 5 favorite comedians.
for sure. Basically, the Sober October group
Yeah,
and plus Pete Davis.
Yeah.
I think he's funny.
I thought it was fine. I mean, don't rush out to see it. Don't rent it for $20.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not
That
worth
bullshit
$20.
is-
That's
That's-
bullshit. I mean, because I rented Capone for 10, and I was like, 10 is a
10
solid rent.
10's worth it because it's the same price as a movie ticket.
Yeah,
Yeah.
$20 and you're like, if you don't have like someone else to like split it with you, you're getting raped.
But you get it for 30 days, Pearson.
Don't
Wow.
watch it 30.
I don't
fucking
think I'm gonna
times.
watch it ever again.
Yeah.
That's what this is you're gonna watch it. You'll be like, oh, it was all right, and then you'll never watch it again. Honestly, you'll probably forget you even saw it.
Then
Dude,
you'll,
I
yeah, then you'll check your
contemplated-
bank statement a month later and you'll be like, fuck, I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
And when you get the receipt, you'll be like $20 on iTunes. What the hell? And you're like, oh shit.
God, I'm a fucking idiot.
Yeah, I almost turned it off like
Really?
halfway through it, but I was like, no, I just need to power through it. And I'm glad I did finish it because the ending of the movie
It did have some heart.
It had a good
it did.
ending,
It-
yeah.
it had a good ending, but I don't know. It's just
Honestly, I like Capone better in this.
Oh.
It was too long.
Okay, lengthwise, yes.
It was too long,
Capone
dude.
was the perfect length.
Long movies like turn me off so hard.
Oh, that's a hot take. I don't know how I feel about
Long
that. This
movies-
was a better put
No.
together movie than Capone.
Long movies that aren't supposed to be long.
Yeah,
A
I never
comedy's
saw
not
it.
supposed to be 2 hours.
You don't have to.
You don't have to.
I know I never saw it because
A comedy's not supposed to be 2 fucking hours.
True.
I get an action
I
movie
agree.
being 2 hours.
I agree.
Like Infinity War, it should have been longer.
Capone could have been 2 hours and I would have been okay with it.
Yeah, but see,
But
But when-
this didn't need to be 2 hours. You
Exactly.
could switch the lengths of both these
When-
movies and it would have been better.
sorry, all right, I take that back. I don't have a problem with long movies. Richard Jewell, perfect length. It was a long movie,
That's a
But-
great movie.
but
Wow.
because it had to be that long. I like when a movie is long for no reason. Like I instantly hate the movie. Like I'm never gonna watch it again.
no, I'm never
Like,
I'm never gonna watch
When I
this again.
realize, like when there gets to a point where it's dragging on, I'm like, fuck this. I'm done. Like Ford vs Ferrari could have been 4 hours long. I would watch every fucking second of it. Richard Jewell
Fair.
could have been 4 hours long. I watch every second of it because it's worth that length.
Fair.
This movie's not
This
worth
movie
it.
was not worth 2 hours and 17
Exactly.
minutes.
not at all.
I was generous with the 3.
like an hour
Just because I
30.
thought Pete Davis I thought Pete Davis gave it his all because I feel like he took the role really serious because of how it was written.
Davidson.
Whatever, dude. Fuck him. I don't give a shit.
I was just gonna let it slide.
He's never gonna listen to this. I don't care.
Oh
He might.
man.
And if he
I was
does,
like intentionally like
He does?
staring at Zach hoping he
No, I
was,
don't
like-
give a shit. maybe he'll write a stand-up comedy. Like, yeah, people don't correct my fucking name right. Fuck them. Oh, yeah, it's me.
Yeah. His name's Pearson, by the way.
Actually, his name is Gerald.
Yeah, Logan figured that out 2 weeks ago.
Did you know his name was Gerald?
I did not.
His name is actually Gerald Pearson. What, the third?
No, Junior. Gerald
Junior.
Pearson Kilgore Jr.
Oh.
My son's gonna be the third.
Okay.
I've already decided I'm having a son.
And And then
Wait,
like
wouldn't your son be the second?
No,
Yeah.
I'm junior. My dad's senior. Senior, junior, third.
that makes your son the second.
No, it makes him the third.
Are you sure?
Promise you.
So your dad is the first. Yeah, his dad is the first.
I'm
You're
the second.
technically the second.
Yeah, but it's not because you don't call it second, you call it junior. And
So
then
your
after
son
junior,
would be the third.
Yeah, then after junior, it becomes that.
I thought it worked the other way around, but maybe I'm tripping.
I don't know.
What?
I thought.
I never understood that. I thought the second always came after junior.
Yeah,
No.
I thought so too. But I mean, hey,
Nah,
you're
Todd
the one
Gurley.
that's
Todd
actually-
Gurley's the junior.
You're actually the junior, so I'm
You
sure
can
you've
go
done
by
your
two if you
research.
want. I could be like,
Can
I
call
could
you
be-
junior?
I could be
Yeah,
Gerald.
can we please call you junior?
call me Deuce?
Deuce?
Deuce.
That's absolutely positively not happening.
G Deuce.
What up,
Deuce?
Deuce? What up, G Deuce? I hate that, but also,
Jerry Deuce.
Just call me Dose.
oh my god, I hate you so much.
Jerry Deuce.
Why do you listen to this podcast, listener? They've turned it off by now.
Yeah, they're like, dude, that guy in the middle is so annoying. He's cussed way too many times, and I hate him now.
Sorry, Emily, we cussed way too
Sorry,
many
Emily.
times this time.
Sorry, don't ground me.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Before we close this thing out, let's talk about. We haven't done a bracket or a top 10 in a minute. So the other day I was in the car and I was jamming some country music, and I was like, let's do our top 10 favorite country artists. Zach, our boy over there, isn't a big country guy, so he took the liberty of
Which
getting.
you wouldn't think so
I-
with his beard and the way he talks. You look like you're in the country.
I when I was like thinking about doing this, I was like, does Zach listen?
I was shook when you said Lindsay. I was like, I really thought Zach liked country music.
No.
I thought you did, yeah.
Dude, you look like a Zach Brown band guy.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like
Yeah.
some like banjo twucking like.
I like some of their songs.
I don't know. I think it's just because you're a Georgia fan, and I associate all Georgia fans with like
Country music.
Like Sweet Home Alabama and shit like
take
that.
Jordan for example. Jordan loves country music, doesn't he?
I think he likes it. I don't
Does
think he
he?
loves it.
Oh,
Jordan just loves like shit like
Jordan's-
Sweet Caroline.
Jordan's gonna roast me now.
Yeah.
There's your shout out.
There you go, Jordan.
Come at
Jordy.
him.
At Jordy.
Hope your sunburn's better.
Dude, he passed out in the sun the other day and like his skin was like straight
Oh.
boiling.
Oh my god.
And we went to where
It's
did
like
we
a
go?
third-degree burn.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. He had to get some like so that was on Friday, and just the rest of the weekend he walked around shirtless with cream on his chest because it was so bad. Because he put a shirt on, I think Saturday, and like it was a white shirt, and his pus like bled through the shirt. It was disgusting. He was like, "I'm pretty sure I just passed out in the sun."
Oh man, I can't.
Was he
imagine.
drunk?
I
just
think he took
tired?
some. I think he took some drinks to the pool and just passed out.
Damn. I feel bad, 'cause,
He
dude.
was like, "I was laying there so long waiting for the sun to come out, and I guess I just passed out."
I can't imagine.
I'm
how
laughing
bad
because
that
of the
hurt.
story, but dude, that like
Dude, it's straight
sunburn is the worst.
It's
Like trying to
painful.
sleep.
The worst, yeah. He's like, I didn't sleep at all. But then, like,
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
the funniest point of the weekend was probably he was like, "All right, I'm gonna go take a shower," and like I hear the shower start, and I'm like, I'm sitting there in my room, and I just hear, "Ah!" and I was like, "Oh, that poor bastard." I just hear, "Ah!" He was like, "Dude, even when it's cold, it hurts."
Dude, oh,
I'm sorry for laughing.
Oh god, it was so funny.
That stuff.
light
I'm sure he
skin,
has like
man.
aloe and stuff.
Oh yeah, like
Okay,
he bought
yeah.
like 2 tubes of aloe and it's just like applying it every 5 minutes.
Oh man,
Dude, but yeah, like, and then we went golf. We practiced some golf on Saturday morning, and like he couldn't even swing the club because his chest hurt
Yeah,
so
no.
bad.
When
Yeah.
you said that, like I started thinking about it, I was like, yeah, no, that rotation, like that probably really
it killed
hurts.
him. So that didn't make any better. But
Feel
anyway,
better,
our
Zach.
top favorite country artist.
Yeah.
Shouts to Jordan. He's gonna love this. I hope.
shouts out to Lindsay, my girlfriend, for giving me her list.
Lindsay's the best.
She is the best.
She's the greatest.
You want
Pearson.
Me, you want me to start it off?
When
Sure.
a man is named after his father, who is a junior, he is called the third.
Huh?
Bam.
Okay.
Interesting.
All right.
All right. Yeah. Zach started off
So
with Lindsay's. Start at number 10 for us.
We're gonna
So-
go like 10 through and then 9 through. Or
Yeah. We'll go 10, 9, 8.
All right.
7, 6.
So number 10, she has Casey Musgraves.
Oh,
I do know who Casey Musgraves is.
I hope you know who all
She
these people
has.
are.
Oh, I know who all these people are. Actually, no, I don't know.
Man,
who
she's
one-
got a bunch of new country.
Yeah.
oh, she's like me.
She likes
Casey
pop.
Musgraves has a beautiful voice.
Oh,
She does.
She's so great.
yeah.
She does.
I like listening to her sing.
Not
She,
to mention,
like-
she's also just beautiful.
Yeah, she's very pretty. She has like an older, like almost like hippie, like
Yeah,
country
yeah.
vibe to
She
her.
has a vibe. Yep.
Yeah.
See, I used to listen to country music when we were growing up as kids. We'd listen to like
You're gonna see my list.
Shania Twain and Brooks and Dunn.
Yeah,
And
Dude, Neon Moon is an absolute bop. And if you're
Big and Rich, Alan
and Rich.
Jackson,
Alan Jackson.
Yeah.
George Strait. I'm not gonna give away my whole list.
Okay. So that was Casey Musgraves was her 10.
all right, Pearson number 10.
George Strait.
Okay.
I'm trying to think if I.
Don't switch them.
Don't switch them,
Okay.
and don't give clauses to why you like them. Just say why you stay.
Number 10, Rascal Flats. They've got hits.
I like
on
Rascal
hits on
Flatts.
hits.
No, I like Rascal Flatts.
Life is a highway.
They're classic. They're classic. Man.
Oh, yeah.
They're
Oh,
good. I like
Great,
Rascal
great
Flatts.
old group.
Yeah, I like Rascal Flatts.
Zach.
Number 9 for her was Kenny Chesney. I really thought he would be
Respect.
higher.
Respect. I love Kenny Chesney. Even though he's island music, I love Kenny Chesney. Mine's Jason Aldean.
Okay.
I like Jason Aldean.
Jason Aldean's a good artist.
I like
his bar in
Amarillo Town, Jason Aldean, like Hicktown.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
His voice is like, well, you. When you got on the tractor.
I haven't listened to like any of his new stuff.
His new stuff is
After,
good,
like-
but old Aldean is better.
After like She's Country, like I stopped. Like that's the last I've listened to Jason
Yeah.
Aldean.
His new stuff's okay, but old Aldean is definitely better.
Yeah.
My number 9 is this is the person I was going to switch out for Kenny Chesney because Kenny Chesney is the reason I got into country.
Yeah.
But John Party, a newer country artist,
Never heard of him.
but he's got some hits. If I played a few for you, you would recognize it.
Okay.
But he's not one of the new poppy country artists. He's got real country sound to him.
I already know
So for
who
that,
Logan's number 1 is.
you know exactly who it is.
I know exactly.
Don't even pretend like you don't.
FGL.
Yeah.
Go number 8, my friend.
Number 8 for her was Keith Urban.
I like Keith Urban.
Oh man,
Keith Urban's good.
I do like Keith Urban.
Mhm.
I like older Keith Urban
Yeah.
than new Keith
Yeah.
Urban, but Keith Urban's got some hits too.
My number 8 is All American Toby Keith.
Toby Keith sucks.
I love Toby Keith.
I mean, he's great, but like his songs are either about America or drinking.
I know, dude.
He's got like 12 songs about America.
That's like all country songs.
oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
So
Very fair.
I love
All country songs are about either a girl, a beer, or the beach.
Yeah. Yep.
pretty much.
That's Kenny Chesney.
I was just gonna say
Yeah.
that's Kenny Chesney's
That's-
catalog.
Yeah.
He literally has an
I mean,
album
he kinda,
called
like,
No Shirts, No
trademarked
Sh-
that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the Islander country.
No Shoes Nation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no shoes, no shirt, no service.
No problems.
Yeah,
No, the thing is no shoes, no shirt,
Yeah.
no service. But he
yeah,
said,
no
problem,
problems.
baby."
Yeah, that was the tour that I saw him on. His no shoes, no
Yeah,
shirt
he came.
tour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is
Anyways,
it true that at his concerts in like the pit area, it's like a giant sand pit, basically, like you're on the beach or something?
Oh, I don't know. That's a good thought.
he has hella beach balls go around in his
Yes,
concerts.
he does. When I saw before you move on, Pearson, when I saw him, he was with Eli Young band, Casey Musgraves. That was her first year. She opened for him, and Eric Church.
That's a good lineup.
That was a good lineup.
I heard
before
he
him.
does a good concert.
Kenny.
Yeah, I heard.
Oh,
I
yeah,
heard his
he's a-
concerts are like
he's a hell of a
lot
performer.
fun. Yeah.
He knows how to put on a show.
Yeah.
But anyway, go on, Pearson.
Number 7, she has Lee Bryce.
Wait, did I give my number 8? Oh, I didn't give my number
No.
8. Luke Combs.
Okay.
Luke Combs also has a real country sound to him. He's not super poppy. He's got a few that kind of lean that way,
Yeah.
but he's for the most part. Ice cold beer never broke my heart.
Yeah, I've heard that song.
Zach looks like a Luke Combs guy.
Thanks, bro.
I don't think he does.
That's a good
He's
thing.
a Zach Brown band guy.
You're just saying that because of the beard.
He's toes in the water, ass in the sand.
Not a worry in the world. Cold beer.
They're not my top 10, but I like Zach Brown.
Yeah, I do too.
My guitar teacher is part of Zach Brown band, my old one.
Wow.
He's he's a rhythm guitar. He was. I don't know if he still is, but Coy Bowles.
He's a good guy too. Zach
Yeah.
Brown.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
I've heard that. I've heard
really
that.
good guy.
He like started this camp for, I believe, special needs kids.
Really?
Down in South Georgia.
Oh, that's dope.
That's pretty cool. I didn't know that.
Like this huge, like 100+ acres.
That's
Really?
awesome.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Number 7.
Number 7.
Number 7 was Lee Bryce.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Lee Bryce.
My number 7, Chris Stapleton.
Oh,
He's probably the newest person I have on here.
probably.
Really?
Him and one other person.
Every time like those award show comes on, he always rakes in like.
Oh,
Dude, Chris Stapleton is talented, man. I love his sound.
he writes, produces, sings all of his own
He
shit.
looks like he just came out of the mountains.
Oh,
I know, dude. I love it.
But like then you
He
hear
looks
him-
like Hank Williams Jr.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
looks like Hank Williams Jr.
like you hear him.
Did you see
sing
his
and you're
daughter
like,
died?
Holy shit!
His what?
His daughter died?
Chris Stapleton's?
No, Hank Williams Jr.
Oh no, I didn't see that.
In a car wreck
Really?
like
Damn.
yesterday.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn, that sucks.
Anyways,
Yeah.
number 7.
Old Dominion.
Okay.
Really like them.
Cool.
Really like them. Yeah.
Number 6.
6, Florida Georgia Line.
Ooh.
All right, Lindsay.
Number 6, Eric Church.
Eric Church is great.
So I love Eric Church, man.
Number 6, Alan Jackson.
Respect.
Love Alan Jackson.
Respect, baby.
That's some old school.
Oh yeah.
That's
Love Alan. He's my favorite old school country artist.
okay.
I love Alan Jackson.
Okay.
That's the oldest artist from the rest up.
Dude, Alan Jackson is the gold standard of country.
Yeah, for sure.
Brooks
And Brooks and Dunn.
I love Brooks and Dunn too.
and Dunn is
I
very good.
loved
Brooks and
and
Dunn is
Dunn
really
when I was
good.
growing up.
Yeah.
Big and Rich. Big and Rich
I-
was like my first, to me, of our age, the first party country.
Yeah.
Remember Coming to Your City? It was a college
Yeah,
football
yeah,
game
yeah,
day
yeah.
song.
Number 5, she has Old Dominion.
Okay.
Old Dominion's a really good band.
Number 5 for me, Brad Paisley.
Brad Paisley. Damn, I forgot about him.
Alcohol.
yeah.
Mud on the Tires.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite songs.
I need to listen to more country music.
There's some good ones out there. You just can't get wrapped up in the pop.
So you just got to keep it
So
early
just stay away
2000s,
from
early
Lindsay and my
2000s.
list.
Past 2006. Nah, a little bit later than that.
There's a few
So-
artists nowadays that still keep the country roots thing, but for the most part, a lot of them veer towards pop.
Yeah.
Old Dominion is definitely more poppy.
Do you consider like Carrie Underwood country
No.
music?
Old,
She was
like,
when she
first
started.
started.
Well, yeah, like Taylor Swift was country.
Yeah.
Carrie was for sure country when she started.
She's closer to country now. Taylor Swift's not country at all.
Not at
Not
all.
even
No,
remotely
not at all.
close.
Nope.
But yeah, I mean, I don't consider her really country anymore, but she
Oh,
definitely
yeah.
was.
Oh, I know. She
I
was.
dug my keys into the side. I like that song.
She hasn't put out some music in a while.
Yeah, she has.
I think she had a kid.
she did actually. Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
that's
you're right,
probably
yeah.
why. Yeah.
What was your
Anyways.
5?
My number 5 was Eric Church.
Nice respect
Eric Church is another one of the good ones nowadays.
for sure.
He's got a unique sound. He's not super country.
That's like
He's
him and
him and
Chris
Zach
Stapleton.
Brown and Chris Stapleton
have
all
so-
have
they have
this like
unique-
folk kind of like twang to
I love
them.
folky twang.
Yeah, they're good.
Number 4, Brett Eldridge.
Okay.
Oh, that's a interesting. He's
Number-
got I think 1 or 2 songs that I know, but
Number 4, Kenny Chesney.
yeah, Kenny should have been on my list.
God, I love Kenny Chesney, man.
You can't go wrong with him.
You can't, no
I
matter
hate
what.
the fact that my number 4 is above my number 5, but Cole Swindell.
Okay.
He kind of leans poppy, but he's got some country songs. He's got a few good ones.
He's been around for a minute, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's been. Yeah, he's. I don't think he's gotten to like headliner status, but he's been opening for like bands for like the last. Like,
I've
5
heard his
years or
name
so.
multiple times.
Yeah, like he's got a couple heaters from his first debut album, but ever since then he's had a few here and there.
Gotcha.
Who's the guy from Georgia? I remember he played a concert after the Braves game a couple of years ago.
Oh, man,
He had like a huge song one summer, and then you haven't heard anything from him since.
Sam Hunt.
Sam Hunt.
Yep,
Oh yeah, I forgot about Sam Hunt.
Sam Hunt is one of those that
He's from South Georgia. Yeah.
his
Yeah.
first album was like country, and then like his second album was just pop. And his new album that came out this year was pretty country, and it was pretty.
Sam Hunt. I forget about him because I get him and Sam Smith confused.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 Sams.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Sam Hunt just had an album come out right
Yeah,
this
it
year.
was
That's
really
right.
solid. I
There's
really
a picture
liked
of him like sitting like
it.
in front
on
of
like a house or something.
Yeah, I thought it was Sam Smith when I first looked at it
I mean, it looks like a Sam Smith
because he
album
has
cover.
head shaved and everything.
Yeah,
So I was like, oh, that I thought okay. Anyways,
dude, Sam Hunt, that dude slays. You got to think so.
I mean,
Sure.
he's a good looking dude.
Oh.
yeah, sure. Good for him.
Yeah, jealous.
Did you give your 4?
Yeah.
Cole, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. 3 is Dirks Bentley.
Dirks is good. I like Dirks.
Number 3 for me, you guys might not call it country, but his original albums are country. Jimmy Buffett.
Okay, that's a surprise.
He's country in the beginning.
Okay. Okay.
I'll send you some of his
I'll
albums.
take it
I
for you.
believe you.
Yeah.
I'll believe you. My number 3 is Tim McGraw.
Ooh,
I really like Tim McGraw.
he's a good one too.
Tim McGraw's good.
My parents have seen him live like 3 times. They say he's an incredible performer,
heard
just
he's
like
a-
Kenny.
I've heard he's an incredible
He's a great
performer. Yeah.
performer. Yeah.
Number 2, she has Luke Combs.
Wow, she
I
really
could
likes
see
Luke.
that. I could see that.
Luke doesn't have that big of a catalog yet, which is why he's lower on mine. But for the most part, his stuff is pretty good.
My number 2 is actually a low name that I don't know. You guys might not know. Corey Smith.
Yeah.
He's one of
I've
my
heard of
all-time
Corey Smith,
one of my
yeah.
all-time favorite country artists.
Really?
He's kind of he's from Jefferson, Georgia.
Huh.
He's like a frat country dude.
Yeah.
But like his songs are like legit country, and like before his first like 5 albums were all acoustic. Like everything's he was only acoustic. He was the first concert I ever saw. Saw him freshman year of high school in Rome.
Oh, really?
And first concert of my life. And then now then he got signed to like a small label, and he started redoing all his songs with like drums
studio
and stuff. And it like I hated it. I don't
Yeah.
like it. I love like old like you probably heard 21.
Yeah.
That's like his
Yeah.
most famous song. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Corey Smith's one of my favorite
He's pretty
artists
good.
there. He has a great song or great sound. He used to write and produce all his stuff. I don't know if he still does, but Corey Smith, number 2, because he's like when I first started getting in country.
Okay.
Number 2,
Yeah, that was number 2.
Jason Aldean.
Nice.
I do like Jason Aldean a lot.
She's country.
Yeah. He's got some good songs nowadays, but nowhere near like the amount of hits he had on his old albums.
That his debut album, I forgot. It was the one that had Hicktown on it, and like
Is it the one where he's like leaning up against like the brick,
yeah,
or
Amarillo
not the
Sky
brick,
and stuff.
but yeah.
That would do that. That's a great.
Yeah, he's a good artist. I really like him.
Amarillo Sky.
Number 1, she has Thomas Rhett.
That's pretty typical, I think, for most girls.
I mean, she loved Thomas Rhett when he first came out, but then she got really into like following him on Instagram and then following his wife on Instagram.
Yeah, they have a great thing going.
And
with-
his wife and him adopted that little girl from Africa.
That
because his wife is a nurse and she was helping out over there. So I mean, she got really attached to that portion of his celebrity.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And so I just think that enhanced her.
Yeah. She's maybe a little less, but just as famous as he is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like she's also gorgeous. They look like they have a really good family unit thing going
Oh yeah.
with their biological daughter. I think she's pregnant again. I could be wrong. I could be thinking of someone else.
No, you're correct.
And then the adopted kid. Yeah, they look awesome.
Did I ever tell y'all that she had the opportunity to like say hello to him and talk to him?
Lindsay?
Yeah. We were at the beach on vacation a couple
Yes.
years ago. He was vacationing in the exact same place we were. We were standing in line at a donut truck, and he walks out of the house he was staying in and just comes and stands in line. He literally, the same distance Pearson and I are from each other is where he was standing from us.
Wow.
And I looked at her and I said, say something. And she's like, no. She didn't want to bother him because he was on vacation and stuff. But then everybody else started bothering him, and so he had to leave.
You told me that story.
Yeah.
I think I remember this.
I
Yeah.
remember this story.
It was,
Yeah,
it
that
was pretty
sucks.
cool. Like I'm like a celebrity like him. I've never been that close to a celebrity
same.
before. And then later that day, actually, he was walking, he was riding his bike down the sidewalk, and this horde of like teenage girls started chasing after him. It was insane.
Yeah. Well, I was in Taqueria Tsunami, and Gene Chizik was in there in Marietta.
Really?
Yeah.
Who?
When?
That was years ago.
Oh.
It was like 2014.
Gene Chizik?
Wow.
Auburn's old head coach.
Oh, that's his
That
name?
guy over
Gene Chizik?
That guy over there.
I'm changing my name to Gene Chizik. That's a great
He's the
name.
one that had Cam Newton.
Oh,
That dude.
Scam it.
gotcha.
Whatever,
Scam
dude.
Newton.
Best championship money can buy, baby.
Yeah,
Georgia's
that is
just mad
correct.
because they couldn't afford it.
Y'all might know my number one. Pearson, what's your number one?
My number 1 is the king of country, the man.
George Strait.
No, from Georgia, the man, way down yonder on the Chattahoochee, Alan Jackson.
Oh, good.
It gets hotter than a hoochie's coochie. Yeah.
That's right, baby.
Been there.
Tell you what.
I was willing and
Dude.
ready. She wasn't ready. So I settled for a burger and a grape snow cone. Dropped her off early, but I didn't go home.
Remember when?
Dude, don't tell me, that song, the 9/11 song doesn't bring tears to your eyes.
Oh, it every time.
That's the
Alan
most
Jackson's one of the greatest.
that is the most gripping song I have ever heard in my life.
Remember when?
Your number one, Logan?
Goosebumps.
Florida Georgia.
Yeah, we all know what Logan's is.
Country is hard for me because I have a lot of artists that kind of like my
Well, I consider them more poppy.
They are.
They're definitely more pop now.
Their first couple albums were country-ish, but then like recently it's been pretty.
They're like, man, this sells way better.
Yeah.
They've been trying to get. They
got
released a little.
Yeah.
They released a little EP that was
beat the
like
hustle.
half country, half just straight up not, and the songs that half just straight up are not country. I was like, God, they're horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen them live. They know how to put on a hell of a show too.
Yeah, they're party music.
Yeah, it's for sure party tailgate music.
Oh, yeah.
They know their shtick and they slide right in it each
Right.
time.
Can't
So you can't hate them for that.
Can't beat them, join them.
No, exactly. So,
Well, there's our top 10 country artists.
and before we wrap it up, guys, what are you watching? Zach, what are you watching? You've been absent for a while. What have you been doing in your spare time? I know you don't have a lot of
other than working.
Yes,
other than working. Yeah.
Sleeping in my spare time.
Yeah.
Things are starting to calm down a little bit.
I noticed that Home Depot is not nearly as busy now, mainly because they don't have anything in stock.
True, that's very true. A lot of it's not just Home Depot. It's
I know,
a
it's
lot of stuff.
everywhere. Yeah.
Like, the manufacturers, they're not sending stuff out.
They can't make it fast enough.
Right. I actually the other day I don't know why, but I started watching The Lord of the Rings again. And so, and another thing I did, I thought
Zach's
of
going
you.
stir crazy.
Yeah, I thought of you while I was doing this. I took my entire movie collection and got all of the little sheets of paper inside.
You got the little digital codes.
and started putting in all the digital codes. on my
Zach's gone
computer.
crazy.
They're low key. Like there's a lot of them, and you don't even think about it.
Yeah, 'cause they just threw it in there.
So I did the same thing a few years ago, and I was like, wow, I have like 60 movies. Like,
Well, I was pissed because, like, used to, I would just take that out and throw it away.
You're like,
oh yeah, you're like, screw
junk.
this shit.
I was like, I'm never gonna do that.
I haven't been going crazy on buying movies lately, but I've bought a few over the past. Like the Indiana Jones trilogy was on sale, and I was like, or all 4 of them, and I was like, oh, snagging that shit.
Yeah.
That's a must.
I've bought some random movies lately, like the Jake Gyllenhaal movies. I bought a few of them, like Nightcrawler.
That's a good one.
October Sky. I love that movie.
He's got some good movies.
movie.
I'm trying to think of what else I bought. But stuff I've watched recently, I haven't really watched a whole lot besides like the stuff that we just talked about.
Yeah, no,
I did finish Outer Banks.
yeah. Thoughts? Good.
You know they're dating in real life now?
Yeah, they announced it the other night.
Hashtag Pogue Love.
Pogue life. Hashtag.
She's so hot. I don't care if she's like 18. How old is she
No,
really?
I'm pretty sure they're like
17.
in real life.
I think so.
Oh,
I thought
God.
she was like 20 something.
I assumed they were in their 20s.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, I
I just made that up. I don't know.
I might take that back. I'm not Epstein, guys. I started watching the new season of F is for Family, Bill Burr's animated TV comedy on Netflix. I watched a couple episodes. It's fine so far. I mean, it's just Bill Burr screaming.
I know you've been watching like hella shit.
Yeah, I watched hella shit.
He's
I
a little watch-a-thon.
I started Batwoman on HBO Max. It's
Watch it while you
it's on the
can.
CW.
Okay.
I
I used to watch The Flash and Arrow.
did too, and then they eventually just got stupid cheesy. And the acting, Arrow's dope. Arrow was really cool, but the Flash got cheesy real quick. The Batgirl leans more on like the Flash side of things of just like, this is dumb.
Mhm.
I don't know why I'm watching it. Like every episode it ends with her like writing a letter because in the show, like Batman, like either retired or he's dead. The city doesn't know he's been gone for 6 months. Nobody's seen him. So this chick which is Batman's cousin,
I'll take over.
essentially.
Yeah.
And she's like, every episode ends with her like, you know how Duck Dynasty, each episode would end with them all like saying a prayer at the table or eating.
Yeah.
Each episode ends with her going, "Dear Bruce, this week I learned that you can't only not trust your friends, you can't trust your enemies." And it's like,
That's the epitome of a CW show.
Oh,
right
yeah.
there.
100%.
That reminds me of Spider-Man Homecoming.
yeah.
Oh
When
yeah.
Peter would be like, happy, he'd like leave him all those voicemails
Yeah.
and stuff. Like, this is what I did today.
Yeah.
But like they
that's-
did it. It was funny when they did
Yeah,
it.
that was funny.
Yeah, and I watched a few more of those animated Batman movies. I watched The Dark Knight Returns, which was cool. There was a lot of Batman versus Superman storylines in there,
Yeah.
as well as The Dark Knight and The Dark Knight Rises. And I was like, oh, so these are where the inspiration has been coming from. These
Release the
animated
Snyder
Batman
Cut.
movies. Yeah, that's coming.
Dude.
Can't wait.
I'm waiting.
He keeps releasing, or somebody keeps releasing all those little snippets.
Yep.
Where he's changing like the color tones.
Yeah,
and
I saw
I
stuff.
saw
that.
the red,
The red
sky.
sky.
guy. Thank
Oh my
God.
God. Please, just please take out that whole dream sequence. That was so unnecessary.
I completely forget what we're talking about.
I know what you're talking
In
about.
Batman versus Superman.
Oh, when he's like fighting the parademon things.
Yeah.
And he's like
For,
bowing
like,
to
20
Superman.
minutes.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I remember now.
I don't know. Is HBO Max really worth $15 a month though?
It's free 99, baby.
For you.
I'll give you. I'll make you a profile.
I bet.
I got you.
I'm,
boo.
I'm on his account right now.
Yeah,
Hell
I got
yeah.
one freeloader.
Hell yeah, dog.
Just kidding. I'm freeloading off AT&T because it's free.
For how long?
They say forever, but I'm sure in a couple months they'll be like, "Hey, you gotta pay us.
Yeah, like
You're enjoying it? Good. Now pay us."
Right.
Yeah, I'll make you an account tonight. I literally haven't even gone on it really to look at stuff. I
mean, I
got
know-
on, made an account, made Logan an account, and then
There's a lot of stuff on there.
Well, and like that's what I was about to say is I had HBO Now.
I don't know if it
it's-
transfers over, does
It
it?
does.
It does,
because my app when HBO Max, that's how I knew HBO Max had like released, is because I looked at my app and
Oh, it was different.
it had changed from black to purple.
Yeah.
And yeah, I noticed like when they released it, they added like a ton of shit to it too. Like not just the stuff that was on HBO, like all of Warner Brothers stuff.
Yeah, all the
too.
DC stuff. They've got like Sesame Street and shit on there now.
Friends is on there.
Yeah.
I thought that was just gonna be on Peacock or whatever.
I think you're thinking of The Office.
it's the Office. It's gonna be
And
Peacock.
The Office and Parks and Rec
Yeah,
are gonna be
they're-
on Peacock.
Okay.
The Friends isn't NBC.
The
That's
Friends,
right.
yeah, the Friends got picked up by HBO. There's going to be a Friends reunion that comes out here in a couple months,
Yeah.
which is probably going to be disappointing.
Yeah.
It better not be one of those
If
quarantine
it's
reunions
anything
where
like
they're
Parks
like on
and Rec.
webcams
Oh my
and shit.
God.
I think they already filmed it though, like pre-coronavirus. So
Hopefully.
coronavirus.
Have you gotten on YouTube and seen Josh Gad's reuniting apart?
No, I haven't. Seen,
No.
I haven't watched YouTube in a minute.
I watched the one. That's what like made me want to watch Lord of the Rings. Is it popped up, and what he did is he just gets the cast of like these movies, like the not like really old movies. I mean, this came out in like the early 2000s, so 15, 16 years ago. But it's cool. I mean, they all just got together and talked and got the director on there, talked about how they made the movie. And,
Nice.
because I never realized this. They shot all three of those movies at the same time.
Which ones?
Lord of the Rings.
Oh yeah, back to back to back.
They said they did it for like almost 3 years
That's crazy. 3 years of filming. Jesus.
in
Yeah.
New Zealand. Yeah.
Well, is that it?
I think so.
That's-
Unless
Let's wrap.
So
let's
123.
wrap. Thanks, guys, for watching and listening. Binge Boys Podcast, P Killer 56, Zach McConnell, Logan Lewis 96. Follow us all on Instagram. Rate and review on iTunes. You can also listen.
I said the urge to hit his hat off for some reason.
You should have. That would have been so. I would have been like, I probably would have just been speechless. I don't know what I would have done.
Just knock him out of his chair.
Just push me over.
Logan knockout cam every episode. I'll get some views.
I don't. All right, there goes the hat. Check us out on all those. Check out the podcast that we've got coming your way. Benji,
Yeah. Tune in next week.
Benji, do me a quick favor. Tune us out. It was good being back in the stew. We'll come up with an official name.
Yeah.
It'll be not lame. Oh God, look, it's coming in. Isn't that crazy?
I wonder what's for dinner. I don't smell anything, so I feel like dinner's not being cooked yet.
Come on,
And it's
Caitlin, get your shit
9:17.
together. Bye.
Bye. We need to have somebody make us like a little cut scene.